Hey there, myth enthusiasts and curiosity seekers. Strap in and prepare for a journey where we turn the world of mythology upside down. Today, we're not just scratching the surface, we're diving deep to uncover the truth behind the tales that have traveled through time and got a little twisted. So, if you think you know your myths, think again. And join us on this legendary adventure. Who knows? You might just find out that the myths you thought were facts are more fiction than you realized. When you think of Atlas, what image comes to mind? A titan condemned to hold up the entire earth, a symbol of strength and endurance, right? This iconic image has fueled countless artworks, literature, and even motivational posters. But here's the twist. It's a case of mythical misinterpretation. In the original Greek mythology, Atlas doesn't carry the earth on his shoulders. He holds up the sky, the heavens themselves. Why the mix-up? It all begins with the ancient texts. The story of Atlas is recounted in works like Hesiod's Theogony and the Prometheus Bound of Aeschylus. Not once is Atlas described as bearing the earth. Instead, his punishment for siding with the Titans against the Olympians was to hold the celestial heavens aloft, separating them from the earth. One of the most famous sculptures, the Farnese Atlas, might have added to the confusion. This depiction of Atlas carrying a celestial globe, a model of the heavens, not the earth, has been misinterpreted over time as him carrying the planet. So next time you picture Atlas, remember, he's not just a titan with the weight of the world on his shoulders, but a figure of cosmic significance, forever holding the sky, keeping the heavens and earth apart. The same Greek pantheon is the home for another tale of two entities often mistaken for one another. Kronos, the personification of time, and Kronos, the Titan king. Let's unravel this time-tangled mystery. First up, Kronos is not a god, not a titan, but the personification of time itself. Ancient Greeks depicted him as an incorporeal being, governing the infinite cycles of time, seasons, and the very essence of mortality. Kronos is a titan of the highest order, son of Uranus and Gaia. His story consists of overthrowing his father to become the king of Titans, only to be dethroned by his own son, Zeus. So where did the wires cross? Ancient texts and modern misinterpretations have blurred the lines between these two distinct figures. Kronos, embodying time, remains a concept, ethereal and omnipresent. Kronos, on the other hand, wields a scythe, not over the realms of time, but over the destinies of gods and men. The confusion might stem from the similarity in their names, compounded by translations and retellings over millennia. So the next time you hear these names, remember, one governs the eternal flow of moments, the other, a titan's tale of ambition and downfall. Deep within the shadows of mythology lies Hades, often misunderstood as the embodiment of evil. But is this ruler of the underworld truly the malevolent figure we've been led to believe? Hades, the brother of Zeus and Poseidon, reigns over the dead, not as a devil, but as a just and impartial god. Unlike the devilish figures in other mythologies, Hades' role is more administrative than punitive. And what about Persephone? The story of her abduction often paints Hades in a dark light. Yet their tale is one of compromise and the changing seasons, not just a simple act of villainy. He also stands out among the deities of Olympus for his relative non-interference in the lives of gods and mortals alike. Unlike his brothers Poseidon and Zeus, Athena, Ares, and many others, Hades seldom left his shadowy realm to meddle in the affairs of the living or the divine. This detachment also extended to the concept of hubris, where other gods might have swiftly punished mortals for their arrogance or disrespect. Hades was not known for exacting such retributions. In ancient Greece, Hades was respected and honored just like any other god. So next time you hear the name Hades, remember, he's not the villain of Greek mythology. Asgard, a realm of gods and heroes, home to the Aesir and, as many believe, Loki, the god of mischief. But hold that thought, because Loki, often seen as one of Asgard's own, is actually a being of more complex origins. Born a Jotun, amidst the colossal and chaotic nature of giant kind, His early years in Jotunheim were marked by mischief and a growing sense of his own cunning and intelligence. But how did a giant come to walk among the gods? The answer lies in a blend of audacity and destiny. His entrance into this divine domain was not through conquest, but through the forging of an unlikely friendship with Odin, the All-Father himself. The bond between Loki and Odin was sealed with an oath, deeper than that of blood brothers. This pact granted Loki a place in Asgard, allowing him to move freely among gods. Yet, this acceptance was not without its tensions. Loki's time in Asgard was marked by his dual role as both ally and antagonist. His unique position allowed him to aid the gods in their quests, using his cunning to solve problems no one else could. From the crafting of Mjolnir, Thor's mighty hammer, to the involvement in the death of Baldur, Loki's influence on Norse mythology is undeniable. Despite his origins, Loki formed intricate relationships with the Aesir, from kinship and friendship to rivalry and enmity. His marriage to Sigyn and his fatherhood to creatures monstrous and divine alike showcase a life filled with contradiction and complexity. Loki, the Jotun who walked among gods, remains one of Norse mythology's most enigmatic figures. A giant in a pantheon of deities, his story challenges the boundaries of kinship and allegiance. Few tales are as captivating or as misunderstood as that of Pandora's box. But what if I told you that the infamous box was not a box at all? Our story begins with Pandora, the first woman on Earth, crafted by Hephaestus's hands and bestowed with gifts from each god. Entrusted with a jar, not a box, she was sent to Earth by Zeus, a gift to Epimetheus, Prometheus's brother. Her curiosity led her to open the jar, unleashing all the miseries previously unknown to humanity: sickness, sorrow, envy, and despair. As these shadows swept across the earth, Pandora hastened to seal the jar, leaving only one thing behind: hope. This act, often seen as mankind's downfall, also offered an eternal glimmer of resilience. Scholars later translated this pithos, a large storage jar, into pyxis, a box, forever changing the myth's visual representation. Yet the essence of the tale remains untouched. It's a myth that teaches us that within every misfortune, there lies the potential for salvation, for hope is perhaps the most human of all responses to adversity. So the next time you hear of Pandora's box, remember the jar. And so we've journeyed through the winding paths of myth and misconception, unraveling the truths behind the legends. What other myths you know about have been lost in translation? Which stories did actually surprise you? Explore our channel for more tales of gods and heroes, and don't forget to like this video, share your thoughts and questions in the comments below, and subscribe for more mythological adventures.